The Board of Control for Cricket in India is still undecided on the retention rule for the Indian Premier League, which will have its mega auction before the 2025 edition. Well, according to a latest report by CricketNext correspondent Sahil Malhotra, it is pretty clear that the Indian Cricket Board hasn't shut doors on the existing 3+1 retention rule. It is also understood that there are a plenty of backers of the existing 3 retentions and 1 right to match card arrangement rule, and not all franchisees are in favor of a sudden increase in retentions and RTMs. According to the report, it is mentioned that only a few teams are interested in increasing that limit, while the other teams are still favoring the 3+1 rule. Well, what's the exact report? Let's have a look.
A lot of franchisees were not comfortable in increasing retentions to 6 or 8 and also having RTMs because they felt that it'll make auctions a useless exercise. Well, the house was divided on the ideal arrangement ahead of the mega auction, and some teams had raised the concern of not getting a loyal fan base due to regular movement of players. Now, till date, very few players like Virat Kohli, Sachin Tendulkar, Jasprit Bumrah, Lasith Malinga and others have played for only one team. It is a valid concern as well, but it's unlikely to be addressed without getting rid of the auction and starting a draft system and then a transfer window of sorts. Well, according to the report filed by Sahil Malhotra, Kolkata Knight Riders CEO Venki Mysore had a unique suggestion to address the situation, and he felt 8 RTM, right to match cards for every team, will allow players to get the auction value and give the teams an opportunity to buy them back. Harsha Bhogle, in one of his YouTube videos, revealed Mysore's suggestion, but this too will affect the auction dynamics. Another senior official of a team which invests a lot in scouting and spends a lot of time in grooming players, even when the IPL is not on, batted for increase in retentions and said even the teams which have struggled this season seem to have identified their core. Now, the BCCI top brass was supposed to meet the team owners during the 2024 edition of the IPL to discuss the way forward, but the meet was cancelled. The owners haven't been informed on a new date yet, but they are not expecting to happen it before the T20 World Cup. Some teams were told about a possibility of the meeting happening in June, but nothing has been decided yet. Well, along with the retentions rule, there is something else as well that's on the cards for discussion.
Apart from the retention rule, the impact player rule will also be discussed in a month's time. BCCI Secretary Jai Shah earlier this month stated that the impact player rule will be on the desk for discussion after the World Cup. In this edition of IPL 2024, from Indian captain Rohit Sharma to other franchisees, owners and players, they had put up pretty clearly that impact player rule is making the tournament batter-oriented and batter-dominated. And due to this, Jai Shah mentioned that they will have a discussion on the rule and how this rule is impacting the game after the World Cup. In the meeting, he had said that impact player rule is like a test case. They implemented it slowly, and the biggest advantage that they see of the rule is that the 2 Indian players are getting a chance to play, which is the most important thing. However, he said that he, along with the other members, will consult the players, the franchisees, the broadcasters, and then will make a decision around it. And they also said that it's not a permanent rule, but he said that they will make a decision, they will make a valid case to study around the impact player rule after the World Cup. So what will happen in the retentions rule, what will happen in impact player rule, only time will tell. But now we know that the retention policy says that it will follow 3+1 rule, and according to impact player rule, we saw what happened in IPL 2024, how several Indian players were benefited with this rule, but a lot of players have mentioned that it has made the tournament very batter friendly and batter oriented, and bowlers are having a tough time because of this rule. So what will happen in these 2 rules, we'll tell you everything on CricketNext. For that, you quickly go to that subscribe button, click there and follow the channel for all the latest updates.
फास्टेस्ट क्रिकेट स्कोर अपडेट्स या सबसे डिटेल्ड स्टैट्स,
क्रिकेट के अंदर बाहर की खबरें
या हेल्दी डिबेट्स,
सबसे एक्यूरेट एनालिसिस
या फैंस का क्रेज, सबके लिए एक ही प्लेटफॉर्म, क्योंकि क्रिकेट मतलब क्रिकेट नेक्स्ट।